Hey everybody, welcome back. It is April 18th, 2024. You guys, it is early in the morning. I am going to attempt to do aqua nails. I know some people call them aquarium, some people call them liquids, whatever you want to call them, but aqua is just easier for me. And I think it's kind of growing on me. Okay, so I have never done this before, and my plan was to do a practice nail on camera and then to do all the rest after and then come back for decorations and filling it and everything like that. But I don't have time to do a practice nail, so I really hope that this goes okay. Okay, so this is not a paid promotion. I'm not sponsored. Everything that you see on camera or that I bring into camera view has been paid for. And then if I can find the link and the title to it, I'll put it in the description box below. Okay, most of this stuff came from Amazon. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I have this little putty here that came with this set. And this is really cool. You've probably seen a ton of these. This is a nail stand and this is magnetic. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good magnet on it. I'm going to see if this works. I have never used this. If not, I'm going to have to go to plan B, which means just hold it and it's going to get really messy because I don't want to put on gloves. I had to re-prep my nails because I had to wait. I had package delays. Okay, so I'm not very happy. In my right hand, something's going on. You guys, I don't even know if I should do my nails. But hopefully it grows out. It's not infected. It's just my nails are looking kind of weird. Kind of worried about that, but we'll see. I just want to let you guys know that this little stand is smaller than it looks. Okay, so the width across is about 3/4 of an inch, and then going this way, if I were to go to the longest point, then it's about, I'd say 2 3/4 of an inch this way. Okay, so this thing is very small. Let me toss this out of the way. I know that in a lot of videos they look big, but they're not. Okay, so I cut the nails last night and shaped them to my nails. This is my first time doing full cover nails, so I'm really nervous. Today I'm going to be using the 065 Caribbean, however you want to say it, C. And this is a jelly gel polish. It's a soak off UV LED and it's by Varnell. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but with their jelly polishes, if you go look at my video when I swatch these, they don't have the color at the top. It's all clear. Okay, but it's really pretty blue. I want to get that water look. And then my oil is off camera, but we're not even there yet. Okay, so I'm going to be using Evie's version of Polygel, her patty gel. I don't know why this is loose. To seal the edges of the nail if everything goes okay. And then I'm going to be using the rhinestone glue to put one nail on top of the other. And I'm actually going to use the same size for the top and bottom. Okay, so I'm not going to do that polygel on the nail with the nail form and then the half cover nail and then the full cover nail on top. No, I saw it done with 2 full cover nails, top and bottom. And some people did it with 2 sizes smaller on the top. And some people, well, actually one person did it with the same size on top and bottom. So we're going to see what happens. I'm going to attempt to make all of these before I even put them on. So I haven't put any bond on my nails or primer or nothing. Okay, so on camera, I think let's do the thumb and then we'll go from there. I'm going to do the left thumb. Okay, so let me get this here. This is covered with plastic on the top of the little putty, and they're in little squares if you've never seen this. And then also, if you go to this company and you're thinking, oh, I really like this, but I don't want to have to buy another stand, and they don't sell it separate because I don't remember. Oh, this is like gum. Uh-oh. I don't know if I'm going to like to use this, but at Staples, they actually sell these little putty pieces. And I don't know if I need the whole piece. It's supposed to be reusable and it's not supposed to leave a sticky residue on the back of the nail. I hope not, because this is the one that's going to go on my finger. So I want to tear this in half, but I have a feeling I'm going to need all of this. So let me just stick this down in here. And I'm going to try and roll it away from the edges. Not that I should be getting paint back there anyway. Put that on there. I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to break the nail. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it is pretty sticky, and hopefully it is reusable. But if not, I have a whole nother set of 60. Ooh, and yeah, don't twist. If you can, don't twist and push down. I don't know if I like the lack of stickiness on here. That might be a good thing or a bad thing, or I think maybe because it's not on top of the little piece there. Okay, so like I said, I might have to just set on top of a paper towel and paint. And then even the little pads that you see here, well, this one here with the little purple edge, I bought that too. Okay, so we're gonna paint first. And I think what I'm gonna do is my lamp has a flash cure, a 10-second button, and I also have this little lamp from Kiss. The little plug is mine. It doesn't come with the plug. It comes with nails and a starter kit and the cord and the lamp and then those nails. Okay, and I think some glue, but I'm not gonna use that. So, but I think you do have to have that plugged up. You can't charge it. And I discovered that this little piece here will set on top of that base. It's censored. Okay, so the good thing about this polish is that it doesn't have a sticky layer on top. And I guess I should pick that up so I can see it. And then I know a lot of people usually take their file and go over the nail to kind of, I guess, give the surface a texture. But I like to use clear nails, and so I don't like to do that because I'm always worried that it's going to look like I have the dust still on there. Okay, I think that's about as even as I can get it painted, and I only want to do one coat. And what I've noticed about these polishes is that they do cure in 60 seconds. So that's a good thing. Yeah, I really didn't want to coat this if I could help it more than once. Because once I get the liquid inside of these, I really want it to look like water. I don't know if that made it better or worse. And for some reason, it feels like the little piece that's on top can rotate versus the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the light for 60 seconds. And my lamp's not on. And actually, I need to put this back on the base. Oh, I got a little piece down here I missed. I really need to practice painting more. That did not go well. I'm gonna have to spread that up or that's gonna blob down there. And if I get really quiet, you guys, it's because I'm focusing. Okay, that's underneath. Hopefully I won't be able to see that. All right, so let's see how this is gonna work because I don't want to touch the nail because it's still wet. And you know what? I was gonna say I might have to go left to right, but okay, so there's one. And then maybe I can get just one more in and cure it. And I really hope that the sizes are okay because I know that most people that I've seen do this, they actually do this on their nails. But I wanted to see if I could create the whole thing and then just put the nails on. And I know you guys can't see some of what I'm doing, but if I bring everything closer to the camera, it's going to blur. Okay, so that's pretty clear. All right, let's try this again. Because what I need to do is make as many of these as possible as I can. But the good thing is that I only have to paint the nail that's going on top of my nail. I do not like that. I think I need a little bit more. And then we'll see. Oh, yeah, this polish, once you get it down there, you have to commit. So once you place it down and it drips on the nail, then start polishing. And also I thought, I don't mind if it's a little wavy, because maybe it'll give it more of that water look. Oh, that is really even. Let me leave that alone and place it back down here and cure. Okay, my lamp is actually off. The cool thing is, because this little stand is so small, it can fit in there. But let's hope that it let's hope that nothing melts. Yeah, because not polished lamps are expensive, and it would be just my luck that by the time they go off the sale at that store in El Paso, Texas, I told you guys about at EP Beauty Supply, it would be just my luck that I would possibly have to get another lamp. And I am working off of a new battery. Okay, so Not Polished is really good about honoring their warranty. And so this battery got charged up, and then I think I used it for the Varnell swatch video. And the battery was still fully charged by the time I finished. Um, I believe I also used it for my chocolate bar video as well. So I didn't look at it because everything is on the back, like the screen and the buttons. But if you were a professional nail tech, then of course everything would be on your side. So I want to make sure this really, really cures. So I'm going to go ahead and do it one more time, even though these polishes didn't really need it, for another 60 seconds. Because once I start placing everything else on top, I want it to like not still be sticky. And I was thinking about putting some gold glitter kind of toward the bottom, like it's at the bottom of the tank. But then I thought about it. I don't know if I'm going to like that. And so I do have some glitters over here. Like this one is white, or what I would call, looks like crystals to me almost. And I have a silver one, and then I have the gold. And I have more glitters over there, but these are the three I'm going to pick, because the silver and gold won't look good together inside the nails. But the white that's kind of crystal and silver, or even the white and gold, because I wanted to pretend like it was sand, might actually go. And then I have some of these things over here that I bought from Amazon, and it has little seahorses and stars in there, the starfish, some seashells, they're all gold. And then it has like some real looking shells and pearls over here. And then it came 2 in a pack. I'll show you guys really quick before I take that out. And then it also comes with this really big set of tweezers, and it does have a little plastic cap to keep it closed, but I took it off and I set it over there. Okay, so let's take this out. And that should both be dry. And we're gonna work with one. And what I was gonna do was I was gonna get my other little stand to set this on. That way I wouldn't kind of bump into it. But I'm thinking there's another little space over here. There's actually 5 little magnet things there. So, okay, now you guys, here we go. Here's the top one. And let me close this so this doesn't dry out. And I'm supposed to take the rhinestone glue, right? I do have some in the little jar with the brush. However, I decided to buy that. Let's close this back up. And I think, I don't know if I want to set that on top there. I want these to lose their stickiness. I'll set them over here. Okay, so my plan, I think I'm supposed to flash cure because this will be on top of my nail already, is to hold it from the side to flash cure and then to stick it in the lamp for 6 seconds to fully cure. So I think from what I saw, it's going to be easier to do it from this side and to hold it, because what I don't want to have happen is I don't want it to set all the way down. Okay, so let me, I'm reluctant, but let me touch the paint and see if it's dry. Okay, that's good. Okay, so let me see where I want to place it. Here goes the rhinestone glue. If I mess this up, you guys, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to pause and just do everything off camera until we get to the decoration part. The Manicure rhinestone glue, at least mine was, already didn't have anything on the tip. Ooh, and it's coming out already. Okay, so from what I saw, I'm not supposed to go completely to the edge, and I think because when it sets down, it's going to squish it. And I think, oh, I should not lift that up. The advantage I'm going to have to having this nail stand is being able to do everything with my dominant hand. And I know that seems like cheating, but seeing as how I've never done this, and these are actually going on my nails, yeah. I'm like, at this moment, gotta get in where I can fit in, unless it's kind of thin over here. And then I do have the cuticle pushers. Oh, that's the only thing I forgot to do, was I didn't do a cuticle push for my, this stuff just wants to ooze out for my nails. Sorry to do that. I'll do that off camera before I glue these on here. Now I can't pick this up. All right. Oh, it's almost drawn to the glue. Okay. That's what I got these pads for, right? All right. Now I'm going to flash cure, and if this rhinestone glue is like the other one in the jar, then I should be able to roll this off my fingers. Okay, so that doesn't leave a lot of space. Let me see. I'm gonna get glue everywhere today. Let's see if I can move it down here. No. Okay, and I'm gonna put this in the lamp, but let me pick it up a little bit. And the lamp has a little bit of a sound. You know what? I probably should have. I have alcohol here. I don't want to stick my finger in there, because I'm not going to be fouling except for on the side. Oh, that's not a big space. Let me see if I can pick it up a little bit before. Oh, that little lamp is strong. So is the glue. Yep. Well, the other part of doing this is supposed to be to have them thin. Hopefully I'll be able to drop some stuff in there. Let me go ahead and put this back on the base. And let me take this one off. Just set this here. And then we'll do that for 60 seconds and we'll see what happens. Okay, so the base is not heavy enough, just like my nail swatches. Full cure 60 seconds. All right, so yeah, the rhinestone glue just kind of rolls off. Oh, and it smells a little bit. Not where you can smell it right away, but if you get your fingers close to your face, you will smell it. And that little light here, you know what? I was worried about taking this for travel just in case I want to do my nails somewhere else. Like say I don't have time to do them while I'm at home. And all I do is I carry that, I don't have it right here. That's step 2 dip it base from Not Polished. And let me tell you, that stuff is good for gluing stuff back on. Like let's say it didn't crack in half, it just popped off. Or also the rhinestones or like your charms and stuff, they come off and you don't have anything else with you. And I don't think it's gonna dry out, or at least not as fast as nail glue would. So I carry that in my backpack with me. Okay, so let's take that out. Now we're supposed to seal the edge, and you can see the rhinestone glue there. So hopefully I'll perfect this if I decide to do this again. So we're gonna take the Patty Gel by Evie, and I ordered a brush, and it has a little spatula on there. Give me a second, because everything was supposed to be open, and one of my fingers, I think the problem is that the way I take off my nails, I think I just got down too far. But it's looking better than what it was looking, so maybe the alcohol helped some. Okay, so I'm supposed to take the spatula aside. And the polygel, I don't think has foil on top of it, but if it does, I have 2 tweezers here I can use. Okay, so let me examine this. Very small hole, but I guess you don't want it to look all bulky. And that looks kind of awkward there, but I think when I get some stuff on top, maybe it'll look a little better. Okay. There was a suggestion of using the Manicure rhinestone glue. I take that back, there is foil in here. But the problem is that from what the person said, they said that it was really sticky. But Evie also said that her clear patty gel is sticky, I believe, because it's clear. Okay, so I'm not sure what to expect here, but here we go. And then she uses, I think, 91% alcohol to rub it off, the sticky part. Okay. And I'm really, my glasses are slipping. They slip a lot. I'm really careful. Okay, so just give me a minute, because 1, I've never done this before, and 2, I'm like really delicate with a lot of stuff. So hopefully the nail does not fall off. And the good thing about me putting this blue polish here is that I can see where they meet, and I'm gonna have to go all the way around the nail. I've also seen this done with monomer and clear powder, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I thought about taking that step 2 base from Not Polished and painting that on there and then putting the clear powder on and doing it like a dip method to try and seal the side. But I think that the issue there would be how many times would I have to do that, because it's not going to be, if you could see, maybe I can show it to you really quick. It's not going to be even. And maybe I'm wiping too much of this off. I have my alcohol over there. But you are going to have to file some of it. Okay, to have it not look crazy. But the good thing is I'm able to spread this on here. I'm really going to have to close up this bottom here. And I don't know how fast polygel dries out. So that's my other worry. Make sure I get down here in this corner. And we are going to have to cure this, right? So let me get some more on here. And I'm going to bring my dapping dish over here. Hopefully this doesn't totally mess up the focus. But the good thing is on the other side of this is a brush. Okay, so you have to squeeze pretty hard to get this stuff out. Okay. All right, now down the other side. But yeah, I saw her, I think, use like a paper towel. To kind of wipe away. The sticky layer, but I don't know if I want to do that. And if you get this on here smooth enough, if it's all clear, I can even tell you what you're gonna see. Okay. I'm happy I ordered 4 tubes of this though. And it takes like 3 or 4 days for them to ship out or for it to show that it was shipped. But just try and give them some time because it is gonna come. Not ordering from them before and being used to getting things sooner, well, obviously, I would say Prime for Amazon, or even if you get 1 day shipping from Amazon, it's kind of fast. So I would say just be patient. Make sure that you don't need this stuff right away. And I didn't see her like wipe down the edge here, or there's a couple other people that tried this, but I'm gonna do that. And the reason why I'm using the polygel is because it's supposed to be able to be filed if necessary. Okay, so my nail is going crooked. That's not a good thing. But I think, I don't know if I can get this down because I don't know if I want that to cure like that. Get it smoother. And obviously I think like the more I rub, the more I'm probably rubbing off. Okay, so let's cure this and see what happens. I'm just gonna go ahead and full cure it. And if your little nail rotates like that, you kind of have like no way to push it back here. But I'm gonna try, because I don't want it to cure weird. I can touch it here, but I can't touch it there. Okay, so no, that's not gonna be my friend today. we're just gonna have to go ahead and do that like that. And then we're gonna see how much am I gonna be able to file off, because the next part will be filling it with the oil. And that's what I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do, if I'm now going to glue this on my finger after I get this smoothed down. So let's see what's going to happen, because I got to figure it out, because I would have to hold it upright. My whole plan was to even fill it with the little thing and then put them all on my nails and then do the stuff on top after. So I don't know how well that's going to work. Okay, so let's close this up for a second, because I definitely do not want this to dry out. And then I don't know if I want to start with a fresh thing here. And I have a little rubber silicone mat underneath here. Okay, so let's see what happens. This is a Cara Sky dapping dish. And I was like, no, I'm going to start using this again because it was expensive. Very, very expensive. Now we can do the paper towel test and see, and then see how well this comes off without doing it to the nail, because if it's going to leave some type of paper towel residue, we're about to find out. Oh, well, I don't see anything on there. I know you guys can't see that, but there's like hardly anything on there. So I don't know, you guys, because when it comes to the brush, oh my goodness. So let's see. And let me take this and set this one out of the way and set it on top of the gems. All right, let's bring this whole thing out and see what we got going on here. Because what I need to know is if I need to put more before I file. So let me examine this. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see this, but let's see what you guys can see really quick. Okay, so that's kind of what you're dealing with, and that's why you want to get it smooth so it doesn't look all scraggly when it's on your nails. Okay, so let me move my little light out the way here. Let me look and see, do I think that's sealed or do I want to do it again? It's looking kind of iffy on the back, and then I know it's sticky. Let me see. Yeah, it is sticky. I am going to have to wipe that with alcohol, and I think, I believe she said with the brushes, keep putting alcohol, like you can't put too much on polygel. So I think the point is to thin it out with the alcohol first and then see if I need to smooth it. So I am concerned in the back. It cured really nice in the back. It cured so well, I can't even tell if that's I feel like I'm gonna go cross-eyed. I can't even tell if that's sealed or not. I might not have to do anything to the back here except for hope that I sealed it well. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the brush side, I'm gonna thin it out, and then alcohol dries pretty fast, right? So I'm gonna see if I need to add more after. Hopefully you can do that and it doesn't break it down too much. Okay, so the little brush thing is kind of round. And so I bought a pack where one brush is flat and one brush is round, and it has little spatulas on the side. from Amazon. And I'm happy that I remembered that she used this to kind of even that out. Okay. I really don't know if I should go around the back edge here, but I don't want it sticky. It's literally just like molding. I think getting my dapping dish was a good idea. But yeah, I'm really happy that I remembered that you smooth polygel with the alcohol. I almost forgot about that. And I guess what we'll find out if it leaks is when we put the oil inside. And I got the blunt syringes from Amazon as well, just in case I forget to tell you guys that. That's looking a little iffy. I know that other part inside of there is the rhinestone glue. If you want, I think you should have another one of these to kind of clean up the edge of the rhinestone glue, or you're going to see it and it's going to bother you if you're like me. I'm a perfectionist, so yeah, it's kind of bothering me. Okay, so I don't think I'll have to actually follow out that much. And then I'm looking down there. I would have to say, let's see, that smoothed it out some. I might have to do a little bit of buffing. That's so crazy because it looks like it's not sealed here, and I think it is. Okay, so let me do a little bit of buffing here, and I think maybe down there I might need more before I buff it, but let's see if it leaks. I have a paper over there somewhere where it has the size. So I guess whether you want to or not, you're gonna end up fouling on the nail at some point, because you're not gonna want it to look all crazy. Okay. So I'm really hoping that the clear polish helps. The what do you call that? The top coat. I'm leaving all of that alone right there. Over here it's almost flush, so I'm using the buffer side of this. Both sides of this Young Nails file is 180. It's just that one's a buffer and one's a file. Okay, and I think I don't have to worry about the top edges because that part is going to get taken care of when I seal the top. Okay, so I got my syringe here. This is a 5 ml syringe, and the pack came from Amazon as well, and so did the oil. And I'm gonna just kind of, where's that paper towel at? Well, actually I can just brush that on here. I'm not used to being able to make a mess on top of my mat. All right, let me kind of dust that off a little bit there. Yeah, see, that's why I don't buff over or file over clear nails. That's ugly. Hopefully that'll get pretty again. Okay, let's get the oil and see what happens. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. All right, you guys. Ooh, I don't know why everything is all the tops are loose today. And I didn't get anything to put this in. That little thing that I have my little drill bits there so I can know that I need to clean those before I put them back in my case. Um, that thing there, maybe, but then again, it's oil. And I do have another little container thing, but I was thinking that if I syringe from the top, I'll be fine this time and maybe the next time. And then after that, I might have to pour this oil into something. Okay, so I'm gonna need, I think alcohol is gonna be my best friend today. Watch this go everywhere. My gosh, I would be so mad. Let me see. Oh, my pointy finger hurts. Yeah, I gotta figure out a different way to take them off. I might have to start soaking them. And you're like probably thinking you're not gonna be able to soak this off these nails. Okay, there goes the air it's releasing. I totally forgot about this, or else I would have pulled this off before I started recording. I'm really pulling, you guys. Okay, so note, as you can see, be careful. And I want to keep that. Of course it flipped over. Okay. All right, here we go. I know you guys can't see that, but we're going to take this wrench. And funny story, I actually forgot how to use this, the syringes, because I have some from when I used to do my, yeah, so let's see, fill it here. I'm not going to put too much just yet because I put the stuff inside. And since this is a thumb, I want seahorses in here. And I don't know if that seahorse is going to fit inside. Let me get that prepped because I do have that nail on top. But yeah, I used to have to do allergy shots and I had to give them to myself to save on money because they weren't going to follow what the insurance had said, which is if you don't see the doctor, it's not a consultation. So they weren't supposed to be charging me for me coming to get my shots. And I had to do 6, one in each arm every other day. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And so from that, I learned how to use a syringe, at least some of it. And I completely forgot how to do that. So while I was practicing this with water, it was so funny because I was trying to fill a syringe up. I actually took the plunger out. Okay, it's supposed to be sucking up the oil here. And I was like, why isn't it working? It's leaking. All right, you guys. Let's set this out of the way. And let's see. And this is, I think, the smallest needle that they have. But remember, the edges are not sharp. Okay, so I don't know if I can get that to stop trying to run. Maybe if I put that upside down. I don't think that's gonna stay. I don't know how much got in there. Let me put more. Okay, that was a pretty good amount. Let's see. Maybe it'll help if I have stuff in there so I can see it float. Oh, why did I pull that up? I'm not supposed to pull that up until I actually put more in there, right? Okay, so I can actually lay that down because it's not going to leak. There's nothing else in there. Now we're to the decorating part, and I did not plan this very well because I have to open up the stuff. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to get really, ooh, it rotated. I was going to say I'm going to get really creative and kind of, let me see if I can lean that up against this light without turning that sensor on. But you guys can't see, it's the nails rotating. Okay, so I think it's leaking because I have oil on my hands. Let me see. This is a perfect test, right? I don't think that's coming from the needle, from the little thing here. So I had to figure out, where is it leaking? It's not dripping from the bottom. Maybe the side. Okay, so that tells me that I'm gonna have to put more. Let's see what happens if I take this off the stand. Or maybe it's from when it rotated. That's so crazy because it's not on the stand. It's not on the little chest piece thingy. And honestly, I don't even see it on the side. So let's touch. It's the bottom. The bottom is leaking. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do some damage control here. Yes, the bottom. That's why it wasn't filling up. Oh no. Okay. We gotta get this sealed up. And the problem is, there is some in there. This is gonna get really messy really quick. Okay. I don't think there's enough in there to worry about it coming out from there. Maybe this is why people use the, almost put down that brush, why people use the monomer and the clear powder. And the other thing I was wondering is if polygel actually mixes well with oil, like if one doesn't cancel out the other. And that's the part I didn't file. That's the crazy thing about it. But no wonder it wasn't filling up. Okay. And since polygel can get on your nails, I'm not really too concerned about getting it underneath. And I'm gonna have to cure that, right? Okay, so let's look and see. Should have known it was the bottom. I think I'm gonna put some on the top here. Okay. So these don't take that long to make if you don't have a leak. All right, now let's cure that. But the problem is there's oil inside. So I was wondering, um, of course, I was going to have to cure if I did the gel top coat on top, right? Okay, so the one thing I can be certain of is that it's not, I don't know. Let's find out. I don't know how much. Oh, where's my stand at? Let's see. And honestly, maybe that's where this little light is going to come in handy, right? Um, because that is stuck together. So you know what? Plan B, cure it with my mini light. Let's see. Let's just let it sit there. Let's see if it shuts off. I think it has 20 seconds, but there's nothing to do an auto set or anything. I'm going to look at the base underneath this lamp, and it's the Kiss Salon Extend with an X and a dash, TEND. Okay, so there's no E on there. And I'm going to see how long does it stay, because I thought it said 20 seconds, but I think even at the bottom is the only place I forgot to look to see if there was anything to do any other type of settings. So this little light's going to come in handy. I really hope that this lasts me for a while. And I'm just going to let that back cure. And then I'm going to do the syringe again and see. I guess I could take this time to, let's see here. Well, I guess what I can do, oh, look, it turned off. So I don't know if that was 20 seconds or if that was 60 seconds, but since my alcohol is right here and has a big jar, I'm actually going to just take this because I want to get the leftover off my finger. And I really hope I don't knock this over. I don't want to put it there because that's where my little stuff is. Okay, so see if I can get this off my fingers. Okay, it's not too bad. The oil. And then I'm going to try this again. All right, so let me just take that off. Let me stick it here for a second. I'm going to take a look at the bottom of this lamp. No, I was right. There's nothing there. All right, so the next thing I did was I wanted to smooth over, right? I just got my thing stuck there. With my brush, I'm not going to put too much. But it is looking kind of scraggly right there, and I don't like that. And obviously filing is not an option on this part. And we're going to find out if I should not have done that. Okay, let's do the syringe thing again. And I am curious, ooh, where we are for time. So let me check our time. All right, so a little further in than what I thought. Okay, so everything else is going to be off camera, and it might be a second video for me to show you guys the end result. But I'm going to attempt to do that again. Let's get our oil. Because I thought about it, I was like, that was a lot of oil. And I think with syringes, you're supposed to prep them. And kind of push them out a little bit, in and out, to get rid of the air. Before you even fill them with anything. Okay, so I don't know if it's just not far enough into the oil. And I think that's going to be the problem with having it in the bottle versus me actually putting it into like a container, is that oil, if I had not seen that leak, could have came from me having it like this as well. So I might have to pour some oil into something or start tilting the bottle. Okay, but I do have some in there. I'm gonna wipe that off. I'm gonna put that right there in the face of you guys. Let's try this again. It's filling up. Uh-oh. Okay, so the plan was turn it upside down so it stops, right? And it's not stopping. No! I don't know if you guys can hear that little squeegee noise, but I don't want to put that by the stand. Okay. Hopefully I'll stop it. It filled up. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this. I can't roll the chair back. I'm so excited. But I think I filled it up too much. So I'm not going to put any more in there, because I think I'm supposed to leave a bubble. But let me see if you guys can see that. And no, it's not being nice. Okay, so the bottom is sealed. The sides are obviously sealed, or else I would be having more issues, right? Okay, so plan is to fill this up. So let me move the syringe, which has oil all over it. I'm going to be, like I said, using alcohol a lot today. Let me set that there. I might have to actually set that somewhere else where it can be flat. And for some reason, it only wants to sit where it was at. Okay, that's probably going to fall over. I need to get, uh-oh. Let's see if I prop it up next to that. Perfect. All right, so I need to keep this upright. Because I have to get the little stuff ready. I really hope that doesn't rotate. I'm gonna really try not to bump that side. I want some seahorses. Really? Are they just gonna disappear on me like that? I thought it was in here. Am I covering up another one? No, those two came together. There's that one. There's the glitter over there. You guys wouldn't believe me if I told you this, but this is little crystal stuff. And those two came together. You guys, I had seahorses and stuff in there and seashells. I talked to you guys about that. Really? Okay, so what's that saying? If it had been a snake, it would have bit me. Right here. And those little pearls, no go. If this is the thumb and the pinky, I don't think it's going to get anything but liquid inside of it. And of course, this is not going to pop open. I'm going to get really messy today. Oh, this doesn't want to pop open. Well, the one thing you can be certain of is before you would pop this open and everything would go flying everywhere, the likelihood is that you won't get it open at all. I know I'm not seeing things. Let me see. Okay, I got it. All right, little seahorses. Let's see if they'll fit. And I guess I shouldn't care how I drop it in, but I do want them upright. And I do want them facing the right way. Okay, I think it goes like that. It is rotating on me. Got it. All right. Go, little seahorse. Go, go, go. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to have to shake that, but it fit. I wanted some pearls in there. And I said I was going to cover this polygel back, right? I'll show you guys this. And then, like I said, I'll probably have a part 2 to this. Because I'm going to have to sit here and decorate all of them. Let's see here. So I think I want... That's the downside of me only ordering one of these, is that I have a limited amount of seahorses. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there was 10 seahorses. So if I do 2 in each thumb, or do I want to try one in the middle? I think my middle finger is the next widest across. While I'm deciding, let me close that. And I want to put a seashell in there and a starfish. And then I'm going to put some crystals. And then we're going to do some glitter. Okay. One little starfish here. Little starfish might not go in. Let me take this off the thing. The starfish, you guys, might be too big. I don't want to break that. No, he's in. Okay, and then I'm going to do a seashell. And then we're going to do some glitter. I'm so excited. So yeah, what we learned today was the bottom. The bottom's going to be the problem area here. Well, the one thing about these pads is it and the what do you call this here, the tweezers, like each other. Okay. The seashell has a little bit of a curve. Okay, I'm trying to get it down to the fluid, and I think I'm not going to shake it up until I seal it at the top. All right, now what I'm curious is, can a pearl fit in here? And there's another little seashell. I think I saw that I might be able to break those. Well, let me see. These little pearls. There's pearls stuck on the top. Okay, so the pearls are going to be your hardest thing if you want pearls in there. Let me turn this around my way. I was trying to hold this down so I didn't pop it up somewhere. They're different sizes, and of course the smallest ones are stuck to the bottom of the top. That might not be able to fit. No, and where did it go? I tell you guys, thank goodness for a shop vac. Let's try this one more time at the biggest part. Yeah, okay, one more. I was thinking about putting a little bit of rhinestone glue on the back of these and then putting them on the top and then putting the top nail on top of that. No, you'd have to have a very, very, very small pearl. When I say small, you guys, I mean small. No, I don't want to lose any more of those because they're pretty. Maybe they can go on the outside. I have one that looks like a real shell. Let me see if maybe I can get that inside there, but I don't think so. I think it's too thick. Yes, that was just me being extra hopeful. And I have another one that can go on the outside. Okay, so I have little crystals. And I'm gonna take, trying to push it down in there. I think my other one that's curved might be a little bit easier to get that stuff pushed in. All right, let's do some crystals. I have that little paper right there, but I don't want to use those. Make sure that's all closed. So I lost 2 pearls on an attempt, but that is okay. And I have some that look like a real starfish, but yeah, And then this one does have pearls. I have teeny ones. Okay, so make sure you look for this little pack. It's the one with the one that looks like it has the real seashells, but the other box that comes with it, like I said, and this tweezer comes with it as well. There are teeny little pearls in here. Let me see if I can just pop that open with my finger. Ooh, good thing I did that because that one wasn't pushed back down. Okay, I got it. They're super tiny. All right, I don't plan on losing any of these. If I have to, I'll go get my other tweezers out of my backpack. Nope. Not small enough. And this thing is teeny. If I use my finger to push it. It's stuck to my finger. That tells me it's not going to go in there. I'm trying to push it down on the biggest opening part of this, but no. Now I know, don't set it down as close. It is like right there. Okay, if there were gonna be ever a time I was gonna end up breaking this, better do it while it's not my finger. It's a no-go. That's a shame because it's pretty. And it's like right there. Like, if I could get it to stop sticking to whatever I'm trying to use to push it down. Okay. was hoping these on my other thumb, I think I'm actually going to put them on top of the gel polish before I cure it because I want them in there. Okay, so that did not go in there, and I'm really sad because it looks small enough to go. I don't know if there's any other ones in here as small as that one. Maybe this one down here. Yeah, these things are going to give you a hard time. Oh my gosh. Did it fall? Yeah, it fell all the way down there. Okay. And the only reason why I'm trying this one is these are because they're actually smaller than that. Let me get them away from the... Okay, that one popped out onto the thing here. That's how small it is. This one's smaller than the other one. I'm sure I'll find that one later. Yeah, see? I think it's gonna go if I can get my finger on top of it. No, it's rolling on the top. This one's smaller than the other one and it won't go in there. Okay, so I need to give up on the pearls before I don't have any. But like I said, the other one, we're gonna see about doing that. I don't think I want those circles. That's frustrating. I really wanted that on there. All right, so I'm thinking for this one, it's already blue, painted. And so the blue crystal things I don't think will look good in there. Oh, I'm gonna need a scooper. That's right. That's flat. And that's flat. Okay. I didn't expect to get to this part this soon, so I know we're in like an hour and it's like that's not soon. But yeah, that's the one thing I did forget. It's right over here. I bought this hoping that it would have like one with a little teeny spoon in there. And when I say the spoon is tiny, it is tiny. So this one is kind of where the set is so similar. You kind of don't feel like you're getting anything different, but the spoon in here is tiny. So I'm thinking that one might be too big of a scooper. And that one's like a little fork. This one is a little bit smaller. Yeah, it's a little smaller. And then there should be one more in here. Not the fork one, I just pulled that one back out, didn't I? There's a fourth one in here. That's just as big as that one. Okay, so that's a no for today. That's a no because it's a fork. All right, we're gonna go with, this one's kind of big. But I'm gonna need one for the glitter as well, so I might as well go ahead and use it. And yeah, as you can see, this sticky, or this pad is sticky. And in these, they're actually already open, but you can't tell. But if you just kind of squeeze it, you can take that out. And the little spoon is super, super teeny. I know you guys cannot see that. That might be for my glitter, but let's see. I want to get this other one out. I always talk about how difficult it is to do things without nails, but how difficult is it going to be to do things with these on here? And I've been trying to decide if I'm going to use my base. Um, it's a 9-in-1. It's a first aid for me. Okay, so I guess I can do a little bit of both. I think I'm going to go, I said I wasn't going to do blue. I want to do these. And like I said, I would pop this open from the beginning, but oh, that's a little easier than I thought. Okay, let's see. And I didn't really pick a design. That's why it's kind of taking me so long to fill this up, because I didn't really like totally decide what to do before I was on camera. And so yeah, if this doesn't work, I'll probably have to use the tweezers. Okay, so the scoop thing is getting too much on there at once. But it's going in there. Okay, so if you use this, if you do get this set, don't put a lot on there. Be patient. This is going to take you 1 minute to do this. Just the whole decorating and everything. I might have to resort to my tweezers. And drop this in here. Yep. And then I would probably have like a regular paper towel down or something. So, or I don't know if you want to do this, but flip this over so that your little sparkly thingies aren't sticking to the paper. Because then when you try and pick everything up, it wants to hop. Like all over the place. This would have been a lot easier if this scooper had worked. And a flat one I don't think would have been a good idea. That popped up on top of my thumb. Okay. Let's see, let's stuff it down in there. And like I said, once I get this sealed at the top, I'm going to shake this thing like crazy on camera so we can see. But I'm thinking, what did I learn from the bottom? Seal the top really well, right? So it's not sliding just yet. And you know what? Didn't I say I have these? Okay. Maybe one? No. So that one came with like a brush set or something. I can't remember what that came with, but this is a lot skinnier. And I didn't really think about taking, oh my gosh, the things you learn. Taking that and just using one side of it. That's a good idea. And wipe the oil off here. Okay, so that piece got stuck where the rhinestone glue was. But yeah, I would have to say invest in those, even if you don't like them, just to get this, because I don't even know where you can find this. Okay, so that's really pretty. And the blue, I think on blue is going to phase out. Now the only problem is once you get oil in there, it's not going to want to go inside. Use the top edges of the nails to kind of just like wipe. And then I said I wanted glitter down in here, but I don't know if that's going to work. Okay. Put that down in there. I'm going to have to just wipe that off probably with alcohol. There is a certain point where it's not going to go down because it's curved. So, and then plus there's the rhinestone glue there. So you do want to try and drop everything down the center. Kind of feel like I'm playing Plinko. Ooh, the seahorse went all the way down. Okay. Just dip that off here. I'll try some of the blue ones. Oh, that opened easy. I was like, something has to go right in this video, right? Okay. I'll tell you one thing. You'll start thinking some stuff is going to go on top. Because it's going to get a little bit frustrating to put this stuff down in here. What does it look like? Yeah, it's canceling itself out. I don't want to waste these. It's just what I thought it would do, so I'm not really upset about that. Okay, so let's put those away. And I was thinking the orange or the pink. No. Okay. I think, like I said, I do have, like I said, the pearls would have been cute. That's not gonna, that little diamond is not gonna go in there. Yeah, it's not flat. And there's some shells there I could crush up. I don't know how well it's gonna crush. This one is stubborn, you guys. Oh, and they're numbered. The box that's numbered, this one is numbered 1 to 3. Okay, I'll just scratch that all up. Nope, that box is not being nice. Okay. And I have a feeling when I crush this, it's gonna go flying everywhere. So I might be able to break this with my hands. When you break it, it's sharp. Be careful. You're gonna have to. I don't know what that beeping is. That might be them dropping off my package. Now it has little fuzzies on it. if you can break this without losing pieces of it. It's pretty flat. It's kind of cool. Ooh, pretty. If I can get all the rest of this to go down there. Got stuck here. Come on. Just gotta get past that curve. Now I'm getting a little forceful. I would not suggest that. But that little starfish that I thought wasn't going to be a problem might. See if I can't push him. I heard a crack. That's not good. Okay, it's still intact, so let's see. Hopefully that was some of the rhinestone glue inside releasing. You would think at that part, it must have really have melted down there together. Let's see here. Those two pieces I put down there are in the way now. All right. What you guys can't see is I'm trying to push everything down in there. Okay. All right, glitter time. Okay. And then I might put a little bit more oil in there, hoping that it loosens everything up. Oh, right. I think we got gold, silver, or crystal. That actually wouldn't look bad, the silver, and then if I did a little bit of gold, maybe all three. Maybe I'll just get creative today. Yeah, I want all three. All right, so it doesn't really matter which one I start with. These have little pieces on top. It tells you that it's sealed, so when you take it off, there's this. Just be careful. If you're as careful as me, you won't have any problems. Okay, now this other end has a little teeny spoon. And no, I need it to be flat. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. I'm going to put very little at a time. And I'm going to hold this over. So hopefully whatever doesn't go in goes back in my container. That's too much. Okay, maybe metal's not a good idea to use because the glitter is wanting to stick to the metal and not go into the container, inside my little nail. Okay. Oh my goodness. I think that's on the outside. It is. So less rhinestone glue on the inside. Okay. The unfortunate thing is that I'm going to have to take the tweezers And literally try and brush this down inside here. And hope that it falls in and it's not sticking. No, that's not working. I don't want to stick it in there. Although, if I did have that liquid, the glitter inside, I would have to have probably one that has a bigger hole for a syringe. Okay, so that's not working. Guess I can wipe that off. Oh yeah, that worked. Alright, so I was thinking about the spoon. The spoon is a go. So what you're probably gonna have to do is get the spoon thing. You might want to get that same pack I got. And yeah, use the spoon. Just go a little bit at a time. And if you don't have any oil at the top, you should be okay. And then you want to have a paper towel ready, because if you're like me, you want to put different colors. I'm going to use the tweezers to go ahead and push that down in there. Okay. Alright, so let me stick that back on there. So the stand does come in handy. Okay, so that's all the glitter I want for that one. I'm going to put this little thing back on top here. And let's close that back off. And the next glitter we'll do is gold. Forgot. Probably want to tap that a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to take this, like I said, and push that down in there first. So yeah, keep alcohol close by and try and keep the oil away from the top. You should be good to go. And like I said, use the top inner edges to wipe off everything. So that means that if you use the same container, you're probably going to get glitter on the side when you seal. And I don't know if a little dropper will work, because that blunt syringe pack comes with a lot. So I'm thinking, I don't know if you can suck that stuff up inside there and then squeeze it back out. I doubt it. You just probably have the little container part that the little blunt needle is connected to, probably just full of glitter. So what I'm thinking is put the glitter in the oil. So I might do that off camera and then see if it works. But like I said, the risk you take is the glitter staying inside the little milliliter part. You're definitely going to have glitter stuck at the top. Okay, so I got some gold there. And then I'm going to it did not drop in there. or like I said, maybe cure it, and then right before you set that other little nail on top of it, if you do it this way, then put the glitter on there, but do your curing twice of the polish. I think I'm gonna try that for one of the nails as well. I'm gonna be at this all day. Probably not gonna get them on my fingers until a little bit later. So this is gonna be a 2-part video. That's upside down. And the problem with my little spoon is that it's not wanting to come off. It's stuck. So I need alcohol. Yeah, the glitter stuck to this. So I wonder if there's anything that it wouldn't stick to. Okay, so like I said, that may not work. I don't know what else to use. I can't use tweezers. And I tried the little thing of this, but it had to be like the little corner. And I think glitter has a little bit of metal in it, and that might be why using this is not working. I just thought about that. I don't know if I have anything plastic to test that with, that theory. Let me think for a second. I don't have any plastic tweezers, but I just thought about that. I believe the glitter does have metal in it. I looked at that poly brush like, no, don't do that. All right, so we're gonna seal that up and then shake it and see if I can get anything else to fall at the bottom because it's all at the top. That's really frustrating. These were supposed to be fun to make. Not fun. Not for me. Okay, so like I said, I think the bubble makes a difference. And I don't think that I'm supposed to put any more in there. I think if I, you know what, I gotta get the polygel ready. Yeah, okay. And then there'll be a part 2 because I'm going to make all of them and then maybe part 2 come back and show them to you guys and then see what happens when I try and glue them on. Okay, so I'm reluctant to do this, but maybe this will help. Maybe I should have used water, but I heard that water dries out. Okay, so I don't know if that's true, and I almost gave myself a trolley horse. Let's see. And of course, that's gonna go seeping all down there. And I don't know how much more I put in there. It's not leaking anymore. I thought I saw the bubble move. Maybe I didn't put as much in there as I thought. The minute I turn this thing upside down, it's just going. And I think it's filled to the top now. I think so. Some of it's moving down. That might be a good thing. Okay, so I'd rather wipe this off with this. I think I filled this up too much. If I pour it, all my hard work of getting all that stuff in, it's not going to go. So, I'm going to scrape that off. This should be interesting. I put a little too much. I'll worry about that spoon in a second. All right, polygel, let's see what we got going here. Now I really hope this thing does not rotate. And then we'll get it sealed. I like the fact that the polygel doesn't just ooze out. And if you get the oil at the top, that might be a problem. But I have to remember to cure the polygel spool, so maybe it won't be. And I would have to say, don't even worry about being like all messy up here, because the key thing is to get it sealed. And when I saw Evie do this, she made little squares to put at the top, but I don't think, or I didn't think that was going to work for me. And so I didn't do that. This little paper towel is just coming in handy, boy, I'll tell you. Okay, I say more because I think the oil took over. And I think what's happening is it's not that the magnet is losing its strength, I think it's the weight of the nail. Okay. Now I see why she made the little square, but the problem was you take the square, well, you take the polygel, I think you put it on a nail form, and then try and shape it like a rectangle, and then cure it under a light, and then you'd have to get it off the nail form. And that's why I didn't do that. It's like I'm trying to spread icing on something. Let me make sure I seal that corner. Turn this every angle you can, because if you're thinking like me, when I turn this upside down, that might not go well. All right, let's cure this and see what happens. I know you guys have been with me for a while, but remember, I've never done this. And I don't think, maybe if I tilt it. So it doesn't have to sit on top, it just has to cover the, what do you call that? The sensor. It didn't shut off, that was me. I don't even know where I can set my hand down here. Rest my arm. I'm gonna have glitter all over me. And I would put this in my big room lamp, but no, you guys, So I'm gonna guess it's 60 seconds. That's starting to burn. Oh, and I don't know if I told you guys, but the light gradually builds its way up. Probably should have mentioned that like in the beginning of the video. It doesn't just turn on full blast all at once. Okay, so that should be enough. Not too bad at all. Yeah, the good thing about polygel is it just starts to like even itself out. I guess, I don't know if it's self-leveling, but I'm barely gonna have to take any alcohol and rub away any part of it. Let's see. Ooh, I got that all underneath. Okay. And then, like I said, I'm just trying to smooth this out. So I want this to be kind of flush. Well, if I had filled it up enough, like I said, I was all the way at the top, so I probably did. Okay. Got a little lump over here. Like I said, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so give me just a second here. I'm not trying to take away the, what do you call that? The strength of it? Is that called integrity when it comes to the strength of stuff, right? I think. If not, you guys know what I mean? I'm not trying to take away from what got built up. Some of that might actually be on the inside and not the outside. Okay. Trying to keep that syringe standing upright because I have a little bit of oil still left in there. Just got it on my hands. All right, the test. Once I get, well, one, can I turn it that way? Two, let's take that off. Let's stick that on there. And I still got the top off over here. I've been really careful. The reason why I keep doing this is because the oil, of course, is not gonna let anything stick that it doesn't mix with. So try to get a cleanup going on here. Probably get a different paper towel. Okay, so it's holding from the sides, and I thought I want to shake this up. Some of the stuff fell down. I am really shaking this. Trying to squeeze too hard on the side. That curve, if it doesn't have a curve, And then I think if I had like the e-file and if I went a little bit and made it thinner, maybe I could have done that without breaking some of the stuff like the Starfish. Oops. Kind of need that. And I am really curious to know who is outside with what. It's like They're sitting outside with a little beeper thing, like right outside my house. Let me see. Now I can really shake this thing. The putty's still in the back. So we'll find out about the residue too. I'll tell you guys about that before I end this video. Okay, shake, shake, shake. Can I turn it upside down? Okay, so I think if you put too much in it, you would think more liquid would help, and that's a no. And we're supposed to have a floaty test. There's a bubble in there. Okay, so I gotta make it where it doesn't sit on top as much. Okay, so now the seahorse is up there, and that's where I didn't want to happen. Oh, if I tap it. The starfish is holding up everything. Ooh, the glitter went down inside there. Okay, so all my glitter is starting to go and spread. Let me see if I can shake my little starfish over here. Now I know, don't put a starfish in here, because my little shell and everything else is stuck. So the seahorse moves and the star doesn't. If I really shake this up and see if I can. Okay, so the glitter's inside. The bubble moves. I tap on the, let me see. I'm trying to tap that stuff down. Okay, so rhinestone glue can go a little bit closer to the edges than I thought, because I think that's stopping some of it. Okay, so I was hoping that would help. I think my needle's okay. Thought that oil would come out, but there's not enough in there to do that. So the glitter's inside. The seashell is stuck, or the starfish and the seashell. But let me see if I can show you guys the liquid, because the bubble moves, and the seahorse will float. And I'm gonna take the putty off the back too, so you guys can see that. Let's see. A little bit of stickiness to it. I'll turn it that way because that's the way it will go that way, because it says it's reusable. I am really trying to shake this stuff down here, and it doesn't want to go past the curve. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys. So it's liquid filled. I can show you guys the bubble. If I can get this to go down there after I make the other ones, because I got to keep going, then I'll show you guys. And I might as well do a little bit of fouling here, because I know I'm supposed to use alcohol, but just gonna foul over that a little bit and see if that helps to not look as bubbly at the top. So used to wiping everything off my fingers. And I think she said just keep spreading it, right? I'm gonna spread it down. Kind of clean it up here a little bit too for you guys. At least you can see the stuff is inside. I just got overly optimistic on what could fit in there. And I might be able to work something out with the top coat, if I even top coat them. But I do want some stuff on the outside, and so maybe it's good that it won't move. I want to put like a little seashell or something on top, but I'm gonna see when they get glued on if I want to put anything on top of them. Might be just the way I'm shaking it. I'm trying to shake it sideways, and I'm really hoping that's not oil coming from it. It's not coming from the bottom. I sealed that up pretty good. And if it does leak a little bit, then maybe that'll help. Not that I want it to do that. Might be coming from the top there. Okay, so the only thing that's moving is the bubble. I'll go ahead and show this to you guys. I know you guys moved with me for almost 2 hours, I think. Let's check. Yep. All right, you guys, this is what we got going here. I don't know what you guys can see here. So the bubble is the only thing that moved. The seahorse was moving, but no, but I still like the fact that they're liquid filled. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make the rest of them. And you guys, that was it. Okay, so it takes a while. You have to have a lot of patience. You're gonna get really messy. You're gonna get glitter all over the place. Check your seal. I would say try and make sure you don't get too much rhinestone glue on the inside. Okay, I would probably say go closer to like the edge of the nail. And for some reason, I really hope there should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 5, but what happened to the bottom? The pointy finger is missing. And I looked at them. There's the thumb, the pointy, the middle, the ring, the pinky. The pinky, the ring, the middle. I know I did not put the nail that goes onto the I'm pretty sure I didn't do that. So I looked at it really carefully. And it's the same size and same length, so. And you know what I'm thinking? One size up for the top nail. Instead of the same size, I might go one size up. Which kind of, yeah, kind of sucks because I already cut all the ones that go on top. Yeah, I already cut them down to the length I want. So I guess in a way they could be bottom nails. And then I could just see what happens if I go a size up with them. And I don't know if that's going to make it like fall down on there more or if the apex is going to help. But I'm just doing a little quick test to see here. Yeah, I don't know what happened to, I'm going to lay that there. That one's ready. I painted it. I found it. It's right here. Okay, so we're good. Yeah, I was like, that might be why it didn't work, but yeah. So maybe one size up. I honestly can't say I suggest doing them both the same size. I don't suggest going 2 sizes smaller on the top nail. Mm-mm. If you're gonna do polygel for in the nail form, or if you're gonna do um, like maybe polygel and then the half tip or monomer and powder in the half tip, and then using the nail on top, because maybe you'll be able to get it flatter there. I don't know what happens. I think if you don't have an apex, you're gonna have a problem, but you might be able to get it just a little bit flatter, and then that way when you put the other nail on, or the full cover nail on top, then it will, yeah, maybe it will have enough of a curve all the way toward the tip. Okay, but it's doing pretty well. It's not leaking on this paper towel. Hopefully you guys can see that. And yeah, maybe don't use something that is metal for glitter, because I forgot glitter has metal, or is little metal pieces, I think. So that might be why that didn't work. But I'm going to go ahead and make everything, and then I'll come back for a part 2. All right, you guys. See you later. Bye.